if Jorge Martin ends up losing this championship by 4 points or less, is this going to be the moment that everyone is going to look back on and point to?
Everyone's going to be pointing the finger that this was the moment that race control intervened and influenced the championship. But I would disagree with that big time because when you look at Martin's season, especially a couple races ago when he was leading, had over a 3-second lead and crashed out, that's one of the key moments in my opinion. We still have a lot of points on the line, a lot of racing, so it's far from over. So the 4 point difference, people are gonna, if we have a situation where Martin loses by 3, 4, 2, or 1 point, people will point their finger at that, but I think that's really unfair because Martin, despite having his great, strong effort the last few races, overall, the mistakes earlier this year, that's going to be, I think, some of the costly mistakes that are going to come back and haunt him, including in Australia this last race weekend where the team went for the effort to go for the softer tires, to gamble. They came up 8 corners short of pulling off that win. I think it's a combination of various stuff, but overall, though, Martin, he is looking very hard to beat.
Yeah, for sure. Hard to beat. And that was a very tough loss. Lead the entire race and then just lose it right there at the end. And there are 111 points on the line in these last 3 Grand Prix events. So it's still very much wide open between the two. As you were saying, Marco Bezzecchi is still mathematically eligible for the championship. Today, Paco Bagnaia came from 6th and worked his way up to 3rd and put himself in contention for the win, trying an aggressive move with 2 laps to go while going for the lead. After today's race, do you see a clear advantage between Martin and Bagnaia?
After today's race, if this is the Pecco Bagnaia we're going to get each and every weekend, this is going to go down to the last race, last lap potentially. Because Pecco Bagnaia, this was a race I felt we hadn't seen in quite a while from him. Qualifying, still, 6th place, wasn't exactly on top of his game. So I anticipated he was going to probably be 3rd place, maybe 4th or 5th. But he put on a great drive to get towards 3rd place and very smart, just letting Brad Binder, Jorge Martin battle out for the lead, try to use up their tires because tire management was a big issue. When it came to the final corner, and we saw Pecco Bagnaia put on that move to try to go for the lead, overtaking the 2 of them. If he could bring that kind of momentum, that kind of aggressiveness each and every week to Jorge Martin, I think those two, considering how great the 2 of them are riding right now, this will be one of the most fantastic battles we've seen in quite some time. And considering, Kobe, that it wasn't that long ago we were thinking this was going to be one of the most lopsided championship with Pecco Bagnaia getting an easy win of the championship. It has really heated up with a few remaining races, and I think everyone's going to be in for a very exciting final few rounds in MotoGP this year.
Yeah, Pecco Bagnaia definitely peaked way, way, way too soon. But like you're saying, it's really great to see this fun championship battle in MotoGP this year. And maybe it'll go down to the final race, last lap, last corner, and see who ends up on top. Bagnaia or Martinez, as you mentioned, Joe, got 3 more races to go in the 2023 MotoGP season. That the next race is going to be on November 12th. That's going to be the Grand Prix of Malaysia. Then on 19th, Qatar, and then finishing up the season on November 26th in Valencia.